Today I'd like to talk to you about a recent announcement that has major benefits for the community of Strathcona County. In the first year of my term in office, the government introduced the first round of the petrochemical diversification program. And as a result, in December 2017, Interpipeline announced their new hard plastics, or called the polypropylene plant, that would be built in our local industrial area. Interpipeline cited the petrochemical diversification program as a critical element in that decision making for that investment. Having grown up in Sherwood Park, I knew that these types of programs can make a difference between whether they choose to put their capital investment dollars here or somewhere else. As such, I've made it a priority every single day to advocate for an expansion of such programs, as they're critical to our ability to remain competitive and attract those investments. This is a vision that many people in Alberta have had for decades, the dream of a stronger, diversified energy sector. This has started by Peter Lougheed, but former governments after him didn't follow through. While those former governments turned a blind eye to the new mechanism for enhancing energy sectors, places like Louisiana, Pennsylvania, Texas, they didn't. They benefited from the major investments in their downstream industries. In fact, it's been about $185 billion invested in value-added sectors for over the last decade in North America. Alberta has captured a small fraction of that. In fact, we've been selling our product and then buying it back from them. This is because of the lack of action. That's why I'm so excited about the recent announcement. It refers to the continuation of round 2 of our first project, the Petrochemical Diversification Program, and it expands the scope, including partial upgrading, ethane refining, and further diversifying within our oil and gas sector. We all know that our families are affected by the boom and bust cycle, and we need to do better. We need to lead the way in creating economic stability, adding value to the products that are made from our oil sands instead of shipping it out to refine and then buying it back for a higher price is something everyone is sick of. We need to keep those jobs here and those products in Alberta and then ship it out to market when it's at the top of its value. But don't just take my word for it.
You know, Alberta does a good job of extracting oil and gas. We do a good job of gathering it. But we don't do a great job of finding the markets or getting it to market. You know, I think everybody knows the problems we've been having. And adding value to our resources can help that an awful lot. Polypropylene is a good example of that. Polypropylene is pellets. You take propane and you turn it into plastic pellets. And plastic pellets can be shipped in hopper cars. If you're going overseas, it can be shipped in containers that are going back empty already. It's very compact and it's of high value. It's 4 to 5 times the value of propane. In December, Interpipe announced that we had reached our final investment decision to proceed with the Heartland Petrochemical Complex. That's a $3.5 billion plant that will take propane, a lot of that propane actually a byproduct from the oil sands upgrading process, and turn it into polypropylene. Polypropylene is used in a lot of different things. This carpet is probably polypropylene.